Hi, mate. It's good to have you here. Let me ask you something. Why does your maintenance list never seem to shrink no matter how many hours you grind? Here's the thing. Most of those items are tiny, high leverage opportunities hiding in plain sight. Picture this. I once fixed a single 120-word FAQ on a small page and watched center tick up in 2 weeks. What if you could design a tiny system that found those signals, drafted safe, bite-sized fixes, and handled the boring plumbing? So you only need a handful of focus sessions each week? By the end of this episode, you'll get a clear mental model. 3 agents, 1 neat flow. You'll get concrete prompt templates you can copy and paste. You'll get a safe published workflow, so this automation doesn't blow up your SEO. And a 1-day assembly checklist to actually get it running. Why this matters. As a solo founder, you have 2 scarce things: time and attention. Big launches feel sexy, but small, repeatable automations win over months. They compound without demanding a month-long sprint. Think of the setup as 3 teammates. One that looks for signals, one that drafts focused updates, and one that keeps publishing safe and reversible. I call them Scout, Microproducer, and Ops. Together, they turn noise into action, into measurement. Scout's job is simple. It watches for signals. Traffic dips, odd queries, rising impressions with falling center, even support tickets can be a signal.
So ask Scout this. Flag pages with a 20% plus drop in 7 days, queries ranking 8 to 25, and impressions up while center falls.
You'll get 1 to 3 real opportunities each week, not a fire hose. A practical Scout prompt looks like: scan the last 14 days of Search Console and Analytics. Return pages with impressions over 500. Position 8 to 25 and center below 3%. Prioritize by traffic loss and commercial intent. Microproducer takes a Scout item and drafts a minimal, high-quality update. Templates are your leverage. Think 50 to 300 words. An FAQ expansion, a short comparison, or a concise affiliate insert that matches intent. Keep it testable. A useful microproducer prompt. Given this page and target query, write a 120-word FAQ answer that uses the target phrase once, includes 1 helpful internal link, and ends with a mild CTA. Example micro update. FAQ. How long does setup take? Most users complete core setup in under 20 minutes. If you want a faster start, download our 1-page checklist and skip the optional steps. Short, useful, and it nudges a tiny conversion without heavy edits. Ops is a safety engineer. It runs the published workflow, versioning, A flags, canonical checks, and quick QA. Before anything goes live, Ops confirms canonical tags, validates schema if added, checks internal links, and ensures titles aren't duplicated. Also, size limit. Keep micro updates under 300 words. I know what you're thinking, but what if something breaks? Good question. That's why we require 1-click human approval and a rollback command. 3 practical mitigations. Require a human gate for core funnels. Rate limit publishes to 2 or 3 micro updates per week. And log every change with an easy rollback path. Now, the tools in a 1-day assembly plan. Use an analytics source, GA or server logs, Search Console for query signals, a CMS with an API like WordPress or Ghost, and an automation layer like Make or Zapier to stitch things together. Store drafts in a simple repo or drive for versioning. 1-day plan, Morning Wire Scout, to pull your top 200 pages and run the first filter. Midday, hook Microproducer to the top 3 items and push drafts to a review folder. Afternoon, run ops checks, approve 1 or 2 drafts, and publish behind an AB flag. End of day. Document what you learned and schedule the same run next week. A realistic weekly workflow. 20 minutes reviewing Scout's shortlist, 30 minutes approving or editing drafts, and 10 to 20 minutes checking ops logs and performance. 60 to 80 focus minutes, and you've shipped predictable improvements that compound. Check this out. A single action to try this week. Create one Scout rule that surfaces pages with falling center with rising impressions. Run it. Pick the top item. Ask a micro producer prompt for a 120-word FAQ or clarifying paragraph. Put it behind ops checks and publish. Measure center for 2 weeks. That loop, scout, produce, ops, measure, will teach you more than a month of random edits. It's repeatable, low risk, and gives you usable data fast. If this episode helped you reframe maintenance as a signal to action system, subscribe for more Systems First episodes and practical playbooks to keep small digital assets growing without burning you out. I'm Mace. Well, that's enough to think about for today. Appreciate you spending a few minutes with me. I'll catch you in the next one.